Hi guys, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome to Mirror Dreams Tarot. I thought this was, I wanted to have some music playing in the background. I thought it was lower than what it is, so alright, that should be good. Hopefully it won't be too distracting. I just like to have something in the background. I don't know why. It puts me just like, it puts me at ease, and it helps with, I feel like it helps me tune into whatever messages, Spirit's trying to have come through me. So this is going to be a pick a card reading of about what your person's intuition is telling them about you. And it can be, it doesn't have to be like a romantic thing. It can be any person on your mind. Just take it how it resonates. And you might be thinking of a certain person or watching this for a certain person, and somebody else might be coming through because they're just maybe thinking about you a lot, and the energy is so strong coming into you, so take it how it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone because it's a general reading, but yeah, okay. I have some cards. I'm just going to go ahead and pick. I'm just going to let you guys pick your groups by different cards I'm going to pull out, and we're going to go from there. So I'm just going to shuffle these. And then these are like, these that are I'm shuffling, I'm choosing from are major arcana and minor arcana, like the kings, queens, knights. So that's what we have to choose from. And I'm going to go ahead and light some sage before I pick. Sage me to clear out any energy that might be attaching itself to me, so that I can just hopefully have a clear channel to my intuition through merging to your intuition, so we can get an accurate reading. Okay. Like this and pick some. 1, 2. Cool. Alright. Well, surprising, but okay. So pile 1 is going to be the King of Swords. Hopefully the picture is not too blurry and you can get a good look at it. So that's going to be group 1. Group 2 is the King of Cups. Group 3 is the Knight of Pentacles, or the Knight of Coins in this deck. Let's turn it that way. Got and I'll hold them up at one time for you. So, Group 1, King of Swords. Group 2, King of Cups. Group 3, Knight of Pentacles. So if you need to pause the video and take a second to meditate on it, think, go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to get started with Group 1, okay? So, Group 1 with your King of Swords. I'll put these to the side. Thinking if I want to use this deck or not, then I'd have to just go through and pick those back out. Well, right away, the King of Swords says to me, if you chose that, there's some kind of communication issues going on. I'm going to just see what this says to me for a minute. I feel like maybe this could be an indication that you're feeling like you're the only one that's being honest in a situation or telling things like it is in a situation, that maybe other people see or are aware of, but you are the only one coming out and saying anything about it. And you're not bothered about being liked or not. You feel very much in your integrity. About what it is. So they're seeing that about you. That is what their intuition is showing them, or that's how they see you, is, you know, someone who's not afraid to tell it like it is. And it's not in a mean way. It's not in like a Page of Swords or Knight of Swords way, where it can be very just like truthful but harsh and inconsiderate of others' feelings. It's with more integrity. So I think they see you as that type of person. That's what their intuition's telling them, that, you know, tells them that you're a person with a lot of integrity and and that you're someone who holds yourself in high regard and who has high standards for others as well. For the people in your life, like that you expect people to be that way with you as well. Yeah, so that's the start. Alright, let's get some more cards. I don't think I'm going to use this deck right now. What deck do I want to use? A little loud. I don't know if you guys could have heard that, but if I felt like it was loud in my silence. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this deck. I feel like this deck's calling me. Alright. Alright. Spirits. My spirit guides. Group 1 spirit guides. Help us get an clear, accurate message today about how group 1's person's intuition is telling them about them. And I know I would save so much time if I didn't shuffle on camera and I just had the piles ready to go, but I don't like to do that. I like to shuffle on camera. It's just one of my things, just like I like to say it on camera. It's just the way I do it. So I try to be as fast but also as thorough as possible. Yeah, I like for you guys to see me do it. Alright. Okay, Spirit, what do we have for group 1 on what their person's intuition is telling them? Ace of Cups reversed. I guess we're doing reversals today. I didn't know until I pulled out the first card. The other day I did not do reversals. I don't know why. It just happened like that. Death reversed. Let me get the first 3. The Devil reversed. Yeah, I feel like this person, whoever it is that you're thinking about or whoever is coming through, feels like you can cut right through the bullshit. You can see when somebody's being dishonest, or their motives aren't pure, and you have no problem cutting those people out or distancing yourself from them. Yeah, with this Ace of Cups reversed, it's like if you're not coming at me right with pure intentions, like, just get out of here. It's a waste of your time, waste of my time. Don't come at me with that. Death and the Devil reversed. Let me get some more cards. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the World, Knight of Cups reversed, Four of Cups, the Moon reversed, and the Hanged Man. Should I look at, I'll look at the bottom of the deck. King of Cups reversed. Okay. I feel like their intuition is telling them that you're somebody that's done the work, and just like with this Ace of Cups reverse, this Death of Cup, or this Death reverse, you're someone who's been through transformation and is continuously going through transformation. And if someone's not going to meet you there with that, if someone isn't on the same page with as far as growth goes, and you know, becoming self-aware, breaking down old patterns to begin new cycles of, you know, rebirth and death, throughout your life experience, if someone's not willing to do that with you, you know, you don't have the patience for them. You don't have time for that, because you've been on a path to self-transformation, and you want someone there with you, willing to go through that with you. The Devil reversed. Yeah, if you're not, and if they can see that if you're a type of person that's not going to be honest with yourself, and become aware enough about yourself and about your shadow aspects and the darker aspects, and, you know, accept them, how are you going to accept theirs, basically? Or how could they accept yours then, you know? So they see you as somebody that's very in touch with your humanness and your sexuality and your imperfections, or what other people might see as imperfections. But yeah, you still have this integrity. You know how to separate, the person from the trauma, the person from the vices, maybe. You're okay in your sexuality and you don't try and hide that. And maybe you want somebody that's the same, that can match you as far as that goes, but still have that integrity about you. Three of Pentacles, I feel like their intuition is showing you to them as maybe someone who's a little bit cautious of showing themselves. A little bit mysterious, a little bit intimidating, maybe, to approach, especially with the King of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles, I do also feel like their intuition is, with all this, it's also leading them to the conclusion, or the perspective that you're a very nurturing type person. You have a very nurturing energy. Very in tune with nature, very earthy, like a very calming type energy, calming type presence. very authentic and genuine. Got the World, Knight of Cups reversed, Four of Cups. Their intuition is also telling them, like, or showing you to them as somebody who is constantly growing. Just like I said a while ago, that, like, the death, constantly going through rebirth and transformation. And you're someone that's very wise, very as far as knowing yourself, as far as being able to intuit the needs of others, with this Queen of Pentacles and the nurturing aspect. And you're someone that's capable of maybe you're somebody that's very lucky, they see you as. And it's just a very capable, wise energy, a good person to go to advice for, but maybe also they might feel as if you're kind of closed off to love with this Knight of Cups reversed and the Four of Cups and the King of Cups reversed. Yeah, they might, their intuition might pick up your energy as, or the way you carry yourself, the way you interact, as somebody that is a little guarded when it comes to like any type of romantic interaction or displays of affection, or very clear, even when it's not like something that's necessarily presented to you. You're like very hyper aware and kind of put up that wall pretty quickly. You shut it down real quick. And their intuition is telling them maybe it's something that happened in the past that you just don't want to deal with again, you don't want to dig up, or you're still trying to get over something from the past. Yeah, maybe you've had to maybe sacrifice a lot in the past, and that's why you've kind of got this wall up, this guard up, excuse me, of anytime anything that could be perceived as maybe somebody coming on to you or expressing romantic interest, you're like, nope, like you don't sugarcoat it, but you're not mean about it with this Queen of Pentacles energy, I don't feel like, but you're clear, you make it clear by distancing yourself or like brushing it off as if you didn't notice that is not what you're interested in. So yeah, that is what their intuition is telling them about you, pile one. I think that was a pretty straightforward message. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I feel like it ran a little longer than I wanted it to. I'm trying to be very concise. I'm trying to get my readings down so that I don't take up everyone's fucking day. Or I'm not confusing with all like the space that I leave in between readings. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I hope you join me next time. Thanks, guys. Okay, group 2. You chose King of Cups. Let's do it that way. This is gonna be your reading. So right off the bat, I feel like their intuition is telling them that you're someone with a lot of empathy. You're someone that has a lot of love to give, and comes across as looking for someone to give it to, but the way his eyes are like shifted over to the side, I feel like they also see you as someone who's maybe aloof to options presented to you or opportunities for that to happen for you. And I also feel like it's like he's really holding on to it, and he's like looking around. He's like, I feel like their intuition makes them feel as though, or is telling them that while you have all this love to give, it's not just for anybody. Like you're looking for someone that can match you. Not just anyone who's gonna take it. Even though they may appreciate it, you know, it's not about just appreciating what you have to give. It's about someone who's going to reciprocate what you have to give. I feel like that's how you come across. I feel like that describes you. That's good. That's a good, strong, solid. I feel like, yeah, you're picky, and that's good. That's okay. That's okay to be picky. You know? Why settle? Why settle for something less than you deserve, or less than what you know you desire and is out there for you, you know? Because there is somebody out there that'll match what you have to give. It might take a long time to find them, you know, but there's somebody out there. Okay, so let's put this aside and let's get your cards. I don't know what deck I want to use. Let me light this sage though first. I like to light the sage in between every reading. It's just one of my things. Down my crown, my throat. Sometimes I get a little choked up. I hesitate. I stutter. I can't get the words out. Alright, let's go ahead and sage all the cards here. Alright. What cards do I want to use? Okay. Spirit guides. My spirit guides. Group 2 spirit guides. Drop one. I'm going to keep shuffling. What messages can you give for me to bring out for pile 2? What messages can you help our intuitions come through with for pile 2? Alright, I'll keep that one. I wonder if it's the same one. That'd be funny. Nope. Okay, the Devil reversed. Ten of Swords. Five of Cups reversed. Okay, I'm just going to see what this says to me right off the bat. We'll see. I feel like their intuition is telling them or giving them the perspective that you have a hard time trusting because maybe you've been hurt in the past, and especially with this Five of Cups reversed, and you're trying to avoid that. You're trying to avoid this happening again. So maybe you're intentionally, like, maybe they see you as somebody who's intentionally not intentionally, but like maybe subconsciously just pushing people away, not giving people even like a chance to prove themselves to you, or maybe you're setting your standards like way too high, or you're finding something wrong with or you say you're looking but you're not really looking. You're just and it's a way for you to avoid that, dealing with that heartbreak or going through that again. The Devil reversed. What is that saying to me? Yeah, maybe you went through a really bad toxic relationship or heartbreak, and it was one where the both of you had really toxic vices, and maybe you weren't, sexually compatible. Or maybe you were sexually compatible and that was the only thing keeping you together, but it wasn't a healthy, loving, reciprocal relationship. It wasn't based on communication and building something, growing together. Not saying that you didn't want it to be, but maybe your partner didn't want it to be, or lied to you about what they wanted, and it was just like, it turned out to be a big mess that's hard to come back from. That's hard to, look back on and experience, and then come out being able to trust again and feel like love is even possible, right? So I feel like that's what their intuition is telling them about you. 3 of Cups, King of Wands reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, Death, Two of Pentacles reversed, there it is, an 8, 7 of Swords, the Chariot reversed. Okay. Alright, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The Fool. Yeah, the Fool. You're afraid to start again. You're afraid to start with somebody new. You want it, you want reciprocation, but you haven't dealt with all your past trauma and still haven't gotten over that. Even though you want that, you want a new start, you want love, you want a reciprocal, healthy relationship. But those trust issues are keeping you held back, and it's manifesting in ways like, it's manifesting itself in different ways. I don't know, we all deal with things differently. So whether it's hyper focusing on this one thing that that kind of gets on your nerves about someone, but they're great in other ways. But your subconscious is trying to protect you. Like, don't get in that situation again. So you're hyper aware of that thing that bothers you. So that keeps you from going out with them. It's stuff like that. But like, they see you as somebody who is well liked by everyone, who has a good personality, who knows how to get along with people, and is kind of like a social butterfly. but you're kind of everywhere when it comes to what you want. And you have so much love that when somebody maybe offends you or criticizes you or is an asshole to you, unwarranted, like, you have no problem, you're very quick to, you're very fiery, you're very, you don't hold your tongue, you're not afraid to hurt somebody's feelings if they're an asshole to you. You'll be one back. The Wheel of Fortune, they see you as someone who has fate on their side, who is very lucky, and kind of is like anything is possible for you. Their intuition is telling them that you have gone through or you're going through continuous transformation. It's funny, I had death in pile 1, so you guys could have been drawn to pile 1 as well, because a couple similar messages. That's making it hard for you. They feel like just like this King of Wands reverse, like you're kind of everywhere, and this Two of Pentacles reverse, it's making it hard for you to balance, have a balance in your life, or prioritize your time, decide on what it is you want to spend your time on. Seven of Swords and the Chariot reversed. I feel like they see you as somebody that's very secretive. But also very ambitious and very determined to succeed in whatever it is you want to do on your own without any help. Like, you don't need any help. You know, like the secrets are kept maybe because you just don't want people to know or think that you need help. You want to be able to. And they're wearing a mask here in this one. So you want to just do your thing, not seen. Stay to yourself, build what you got to build. You don't want anybody to think you need help. Even if you're having a hard time, you know, he's having a hard time grabbing these other two swords, but he doesn't care. He's still not going to tell anybody. He'll be damned if he asks for help. And the Chariot reversed. I feel like their intuition is giving them the idea or the perspective but making them look at you and how you're dealing with this, whatever situation you're in life, in a perspective of that being this way is kind of stalling you being able to move forward. It's kind of keeping you stuck. Are there any other messages? File 2. I think that's it, pile 2. I think that's all I have for you. So, I know it was a little long. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope that it resonated with you. I hope you got some kind of clarity, or at the very least a little hope from it. Yeah. So I would say the advice, real quick, before I go, advice from the cards, from the spirits, from yours and my spirit guides and intuition linking up together, syncing together. Not every person is the same person, right? I think you're self-aware enough you're doing a lot of transformation work and shadow work that you're going to be able to use that as a vehicle to pursue healthy relationships, to find healthy relationships, and be aware of red flags. The more you learn about yourself, you know, the more you learn about your patterns, you know, in relationship. And it doesn't mean that that anything that happened in a past relationship, if it was abusive, you know, I've been there, that it was your fault, you know. And I know it's hard to look at. It's like bringing that trauma all back up again. But sometimes, all the time, if you want to not get stuck in another pattern, it's not about staying out of relationships. It's about looking at what that is in me that not only drew this person to me, but why I was drawn to this person and why I stayed with this person, and the, you know, the red flags that were overlooked. So it's just looking at it. And you know, you might not be ready for that right away. Like, go through, stay single as long as you need to stay single, but just keep doing your, you know, keep doing your self work, because that'll transform, that those patterns will transform, and you'll be able to attract a healthy relationship that is what you deserve and what you desire, and that reflects back to you all that you're worth, you know. So don't be afraid to do that work, even if it's scary, and you might have to look at some things about yourself that aren't that fun to look at, right? So, okay, that's it, pile 2. Good luck to you guys. I hope you resonated, and I hope at the very least this reading brought you a little bit of clarity and hope. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to just light this sage real quick, pile 3. Let's clear any energy from the other readings. The cards a little bit. Alright, I'll leave that burning. So you guys chose the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Coins in this deck. I really miss my Rider-Waite deck, but I gave it away for Christmas this year to a friend. I had known I was going to give it away like in October. I just had a feeling, and then one of my friends that I had not seen in years, I've been friends with for 10 years, showed up, and she was like, I gave her a reading, and she had been talking about how she wanted to start doing readings. So I was like, well, I knew I was gonna give it away, so this is who I'm supposed to give it to. Anyways, I really missed that deck, and I still haven't got another one. But the Tarot of Marseille, it'll do. It'll do for a traditional deck. I just really love the art on the Rider-Waite. Alright, enough about me. So, pile 3, Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like your person's intuition tells them or gives them the perspective of you being very methodical and slow moving, maybe a little bit of aloof, and I don't really like to say immature, but very like a youthful kind of a vibe to you. Yeah, you could be in school, or you could be pursuing something like trying to build a business, trying to like create a home, build a house, trying to build something for yourself that's taking a while. Maybe you're at a job and you're putting off like what you know, your desires or what you want to do, your next step, because you need to save money. But they see you as someone, I feel like they see you as someone that's fun, but that's also ambitious and very patient, I feel like. Yeah. Alright, so let's start with, now that I got that, oh, my legs are cramping up because I had them crossed. Sorry, I just moved the table. Okay. What deck do I want to use for you guys? Pile 3. Alright. It's the only Pentacles card, so I'm going to use my Earthy Tarot deck. It's a deck with pictures of, I'm sure I've used it in my, I know I've used it in my other videos, but in case you haven't seen, it's all nature photography, and it's like based on the poetry of Walt Whitman. It's one of my favorite decks. I love it a lot, but since you guys got an earthy card, I'm gonna stick with the earthy theme vibe. Alright, so Group 3 spirit guides, my spirit guides, angels, higher selves, whatever you resonate with, whatever you pray to, don't pray to, whatever higher power, whatever you think of as spirit. We get some clear messages for pile 3 today. On what their person's intuition is telling them is telling their person about them. That's enough. None fell out, so just pick. The Magician, the Tower reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, what are these saying to me? Oh, you got Knight of Pentacles twice. This one's reversed. Oh, excuse me. Maybe they see you as somebody who is too patient and their intuition is telling them that you're a lot more powerful, a lot more intuitive, and able to manifest easier than what you perceive yourself to be, and that you're taking the long way around, that you're maybe wasting your time because you're a lot more powerful than what you're choosing to spend your time on to wait for. Maybe their intuition is telling them that, and they see you as somebody who doesn't understand why you're waiting on what you want when you could have it so much easier than how you're going about trying to get it, right? So, oh, one fell out. The Moon. I don't know what this Tower reverse is trying to say to me. intuition sees you as doing all these things, filling your life with all these things that are slow moving and time consuming as a way to distract yourself from to distract yourself from the inevitability of your understanding of reality breaking down in order to change the way you do things and step into that power of not everything being so difficult, things being easy. Comfort and distraction over the destruction of your self-concept and having to rebuild not just the way you look at your relationships with others or interact with life itself, the way you see yourself and how that fits into society and what it means to have a purpose, I guess. Yeah, because you've got the moon. The moon and the Popus, the High Priestess, the Hermit, Three of Swords, Four of Cups reversed, Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands reversed. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, their intuition is showing you to them as somebody who is very aware of themselves and very tuned into the subconscious, to your own and the motives of others too. Yeah, someone who's very knowledgeable about your own motives and like I said, the motives of others, and someone that can like see right through people. Uh, Maybe a little intimidating. I feel like you're very empathic. I don't know if that's something their intuition is telling them, but their intuition definitely has made them aware that there's no poker face with you. Like, you can easily tell when someone's not being honest about their feelings, or that you're very aware of people's moods and mood shifts, and very good at like accommodating them, or maybe adjusting your interaction with them to according to what mood you pick up on. Um, and I feel like they see you as somebody that or their intuition tells them that maybe that's something that caused you a lot of difficulty in the past, and maybe grief, and maybe that's why you like to stay at arm's length with people to avoid the Three of Swords, you know, the overthinking, which at this point I feel like if you've done this for this long, you're way over fucking rejection. I mean, rejection's never fun, but it's like you can pick up quickly who's worth your time and energy and who's not. And you're not going to stay around the people, give the people time that you can pick up on the fact that they're ingenuous. You're not going to even give those people time. You do everything you can to avoid any interactions with them. as you should, because it's not worth it. Not worth your energy. Four of Cups reversed, but they also feel like their intuition gives them this feeling that because of that, what is this page of Four of Cups reverse saying to me? Yeah, you don't even care about what is given to you, what's in front of you. If there are cups in front of you that are apparently being offered to you, but there's nobody there, not only are you gonna ignore the one coming down trying to be handed you from the sky, you're gonna not acknowledge the ones that are even in front of you. Because it's like, for what? What's this? What is this supposed to do for me? You know, like, yeah, they're here, but what am I supposed to do with it? The whole point of love is sharing it with somebody that's offering it to you, right? So it's like, you're just kind of disillusioned and walled off from anything not tangible, anything untangible. You're like, I don't need it. So their intuition maybe giving them the illusion or the perspective that you're just closed off to love completely. When really, I mean, that's not necessarily the case when you look at it. At least I don't feel like that's the case. It's just love that's intangible, because how can you trust that it's real, right? So, yeah, and then you've got the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands reversed. So, I feel like their intuition could be telling them because of all this, you're afraid of making a decision. You're kind of stuck. At a crossroads, and you're taking your time. You're moving very slowly in making a decision. In regards to your life and how you want to approach the situation, which direction you want to go in, and like all these factors play into it. Yeah. I haven't done this with other two, but I'm going to get some clarity cards because I just feel like we need a little advice here. I'm just going to use these. So just regular playing cards, so no major arcana. Alright. Spirit guides, my higher self, pile 3's higher self, spirit and their spirit guides. What messages, what advice do you have for pile 3 when it comes to their situation? Whether or not this is accurate or not, this is what their intuition is telling them about you. So I'm just going to we're just going to try to get some advice just for you. So what does Spirit want you to know about the situation you're in, and steps to take to make you feel more balanced, peaceful, yada yada. King of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Knight, Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups, King of Swords. I'll get more if I need to, but I feel like you're having a hard time, whether this has anything to do with this, you're having a hard time walking away from something. You don't know how to walk away from something that would ultimately give you relief if you were able to. And would reignite passion with this Eight of Wands. And Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like how if you could get free of whatever it is in the material that's like holding you back or keeping you stuck in like a cycle that you feel like, you know, you're stuck in, you can't get out of. You'll feel so much lighter and so much more passion, and like a weight is being lifted off of you, relieved. You know, and not only is this walking away from something, but it's walking towards something else. It's walking away from something that you thought before you achieved it, or when you were, at first, maybe when you were trying to achieve it, that it would fulfill you, but you've realized that that's not what you want. So it's a journey to go turn around and follow the path that will reignite this fire and this like love for life, and the knight and the page, or like, which I marry them with the jack, or like, it's a very youthful energy. Reignite that fire of feeling young and excitement and help you become more aligned with your, can't really see that, integrity and the ability to speak your truth, and not only speak it but let it come through, let it show in all aspects of your life, becoming more aligned with who you are, right? So I don't know if that helped you anymore. You've got the Queen of Wands here on the bottom of this deck, so she's she speaks her will into creation, like she's powerful, and she knows her power, and she doesn't take any shit. Yeah, embody that, and embody the King of Swords energy. And even the page in the Knight of Wands energy of just play, you know, youthful, youthful creative energy. And that'll help you get out of this feeling of being like stuck. And also, you know, anytime any of the pentacles, like, and you chose the pentacles, but the King of Pentacles, it's a good message of being connected to your body. And I cannot meditate. I mean, if you can meditate, that's a good thing to do. I like to walk, to be in nature. Make sure you're spending at least a little bit of time a day in nature. You know, anything you can do with your hands that your mind can just get lost in, like drawing, anything that's like repetitive, or like cooking, like, I don't know, you know what you like to do, you know, yoga, exercise, like anything that gets you into your body, connects you with your body. That'll connect you with your intuition, and it'll become easier then the more you do that, to hear your and tune in and listen to your intuition and know what choice is right for you when different things are presented. Yeah. Alright, so I think that's it. I kept you guys a long time. I never intend for them to be long, but sometimes it just happens. So, if you stuck with me, thank you. I really, really hope you got something out of it and it wasn't super repetitive or confusing. Yeah, thanks. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this. And I will see y'all next time, hopefully. Thanks.